Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Monday evening community call. Gregory and Robin here to welcome you. There he is, upstairs and downstairs. And
Yep.
we get together every Monday night as a community to give you updates, to share what's going on with the LifeWave community, with the Live Younger community, and to celebrate people. So much is going on right now. And is it really March 31st? Oh my
Can
gosh.
you believe it?
I know.
And second quarter starts tomorrow, April Fool's Day. No, that's the truth. It's not a joke.
I love it. It's amazing. So, should we jump in, honey?
Yeah, I think we should because second quarter is starting out with a boom. And I got to tell you, you've often heard us say that, heard it said in real estate, it's location, location, location. Well, in business, it's timing, timing, time, timing. Excuse me. And certainly our timing with LifeWave couldn't be better. So hats off. Congratulations to all of us, all of you, all of us, because we are certainly in the right place, the right time with LifeWave. And this last week at DSN, the Direct Selling News, the industry journal for the entire global direct selling network, you know, you just LifeWave couldn't get enough. And Robin, you want to share some of the things that happened?
Oh my goodness. Well, it's really, really exciting. First of all, there was 11 people from LifeWave there, and several of them had the big stage, and several of them did breakouts. It was quite extraordinary what went on. But the big deal is the number one growth company in the direct selling world, the Bravo Award. And for any of you that have for the last 5 years, we are the fastest growing company in our channel, as they say. And when you go to the Welcome Center in the corporate headquarters, they have an area where they display the awards. Well, it's going to get pretty crowded over there. And so that was very cool. And, they wanted to move up in rank from in the top 100. Last year they were 32. This year they were 20. We were 22. And then it was really fascinating. David got the Innovation Award, and in true form, he showed up holographically. How cool is that? So, honey, what do you want to share?
Clearing my throat. Totally amazing. Just LifeWave has dominated the direct selling annual conference several years in a row, and certainly we dominated this year. So, and the only way to go is up. We had a fabulous growth from 2023 to 2024. We went from 400 million to 600 million in 1 year. That's a 50% growth in 1 year, and which is absolutely amazing and winning all of these awards. But the icing on top of the cake was David being recognized. David has hit a threshold where there's very few people on the planet have ever gotten to. Maybe Thomas Edison, maybe Nikola Tesla, I don't know, but how many people, it'd be interesting to research how many people in the world have ever gotten 200 patents, and he's just hitting his stride. It's
Yeah.
not like he's retiring now. He's just hitting his stride. So we are blessed to have a certifiable genius as the CEO, founder, and inventor of our company. And there's going to be a steady flow of breakthrough technologies, life altering, life saving technologies that we're all going to get to share with people around the world and change the face of people's health, or change the trajectory of their health, and also changing the trajectory of their wealth, because this is an outstanding business opportunity.
And, being able to represent David, I believe, is truly a privilege. And,
Mhm.
he's bringing such great things to the world to give people hope. And I don't know if a lot of you know that a while ago, David shared with us that he was in competition with his uncle. His uncle had 150 patents. Well, he's way above that now. And like Gregory says, there's a lot more to go. He can't help himself. And I think with using AI, he's able to crank out patents a lot quicker than he was in the past because it shortcuts the research time and getting information. So, and he did say we've got 7 more years of products from some of the technology he's just created. And, how blessed we are to represent a company that has unique, patented products with clinical science behind them. That's very, very rare. So LifeWave was a superstar at the DSN, and you can see that the Merritts were there, who are the superstar distributors in our company. They're the top brand partners in the world, and they are just on fire. They are cranking it. And so they got to speak, which was really, really wonderful too. So, anything else you want to say?
So moving forward, and LifeWave is just doing such great things. This next thing is one of the most exciting promotions I think the company ever does and has ever done. And I like to call it a matching rank advancement bonus because the company is going to reward everybody that achieves manager or director. And this goes on for almost the entire month of April. It starts today and ends on April 27th. But anybody that hits manager for the first time earns $100. And if their sponsor, if you personally sponsor somebody that hits manager, you get $50. So where you're rewarded for helping your people succeed, and you're rewarded if you succeed. And it goes on to, if you become a new director, you receive an additional $300 rank achievement bonus. And your sponsor, usually you don't get there without some help. And this really rewards the targeted behavior we want for people to work together in consort with the key people they enroll. So if you help someone on your team get to directors, personally sponsored, you're going to get a $150 bonus. So Robin, I love, love, love this bonus.
I know. I know. Well, we're so blessed, and there's so many different ways. And notice, like Gregory said, it goes on for a month. So
Yeah.
a huge opportunity. And this is for the USA, Canada, and Mexico, just to make
Mhm.
sure everybody knows that.
Mhm.
And then uh, what's next is the enhancements for the PC and PC Plus program. So starting tomorrow, and anyone who is a PC Plus, well, let's start out with PCs. Starting tomorrow, your PCs, as long as they stay consistent on monthly subscription, will get sample packs every 3 months. So month 3, month 6, month 9, and then month 12, they'll get a full sleeve of patches, which has been really only available to the PC Plus. And PC Pluses will actually is an enhancement too, because they're going to get samples every single month. Both programs, people can miss 2 months and stay in the program. So that's really good to know. And this is an opportunity for all of us to reach out to our customers and let them know as of tomorrow, things are going to get even better. And they're going to have wonderful opportunities to try some of the other products. And notice what they chose: Eon, Glutathione, Silent Night. I mean, how perfect is that? Really good choices. And the annual renewal for PC Pluses is going to be just like the annual renewal for brand partners. It'll go up to $25. And anyone who's already in the program, I believe that's going to get waived right away for the first time. And then every single month that they stay consistent on the monthly subscription, we're rewarding the behavior we want to have more of, which is consistency. So people staying on the products. It's only one patch that they need to be on. It doesn't matter what it is as long as they stay on it. And then after 12 months, they will also get a whole sleeve, and they have the share program. Now there's a little bit different, a little shift in the share program. There used to be a place on the application where you put the ID number of the person who referred you. And so what we prefer to have people do now, they took that away because there was confusion. So if you have PCs that like to share and get their products for free, for every 3 people, every 100 dollars in $300 in sales, they'll get $100 credit, and there is no limit to that. So they can earn lots and lots by referring people. But all the PC Pluses have their own link. So help them find their link to share with their friends, and that'll make it the easiest way possible for them to get credit. So anyway, that is the enhancement that begins tomorrow. Okay,
Mhm.
onward.
I think the next thing we want to do, we want to invite Connie to jump on with us. And Connie's been hosting this fabulous call, Doc Talk, every Sunday. And congratulations, Connie, because it's off the charts. I know you're bumping against the ceiling with attendance, and I know you've made some fine tuning to the structure, and just want to kind of reiterate with everybody what the purpose is. So we'll turn this next part over to you.
Awesome. Thank you. And yeah, it's not me. Let's give credit where credit's due. It is those
The Connie
practitioners.
team.
Yeah, well, it's the it's the admins in the back. But let's face it, it's Doc Talk. Without those practitioners giving of their time, talent, and expertise to be a credible resource for people. So let's get back to what the intention of that call was. That call initially was started as a credibility call, a place where someone has got somebody, they've watched a video, they've looked at some things, but they've got some questions, or you're trying to just get them to a third party, right? That call was supposed to be a credibility call, meaning they come on and want more credible source than some practitioners on there, health practitioners sharing best things, probably things you told them. I'm sure you told them 12 hours on, 12 hours off. I'm sure you told them what to expect, set reasonable expectations, but they don't always hear the person they're talking to, but they're listening now to the experts. And as listening to the experts, you've shifted them into that third party validation. So that was the intention. It worked incredibly well. It started to grow, it became popular. And then what it ended up turning into was a medical consultation. It unfortunately started to really go widespread where people didn't understand the initial intention of it. We had a chat, and the chat became abused. Let's just say it was abused from the standpoint of people asking their medical questions and diagnosis, no matter how many times we told them this is not a medical consultation. People started wanting to know a protocol for everything. That's how their minds are wired from the medical. And so the doctors were having all kinds of things, getting all kinds of comments in the background. People were reaching out to the doctors privately. People were occasionally abusive. People were reaching out to other brand partners they didn't know privately. And so we shut down the chat. The last 2 weeks, the chat has been shut down. And the reason for that is a couple of things. One, it just had to be done. It needed to get back to what it was, and what it was stories. And so all of you who have participated, I love having all of you on there. You bring so much value to hear your story, to hear what happened to you, because that gives hope to somebody else that has the same thing, that maybe they're going to get their miracle too. So what I ask for everybody, if you're going to utilize that call, I ask that if you are going to share, now we do have some stories that we line up because we want to have a wide variety of demographics and stories. So we do line some up, which means I may not pick your hand first. I may go to somebody else. Your friend may have their hand up and may not get answered. We're lining this up strategically so people hear a variety of stories from a demographic that's very varied, right? All kinds of ages and backgrounds and everything else makes it really a wonderful, wonderful call. And so for those of you that do share, I ask a couple things of you. One, that if your people are coming on to share as leaders, please train them. Please train them that, we need to be brief. We need 1 minute. This is how I was. I used X39. This is what happened. And now I can run again. You heard it on the testimony call at the beginning here, right? What happened? That's it. That's all it needs to be. Unfortunately, I will gently cut somebody off if they go on and on and on. We need to keep it short, because what ends up happening is at the end, we have all these people with their hands up who don't get to share because several people have gone on too long. So be compliant. Be brief. We don't use diagnosis. You're definitely going to talk in symptoms. We lay this all out at the beginning of the call, and we're going to hear more from our doctors. This is also a retention call. This is about helping, I say every week, whoever invited you here did not invite you here to sell you a patch. They invited you here because they want you to get your best result, what it is you're looking for. But we don't know when that's going to be. And so we set reasonable expectations, and we bring our customers, we bring our brand partners, we bring our new people back to this so they can learn what the patch will do. They'll hear more stories. Many times they'll hear something. I had a friend call me up one time after a call, and she goes, I didn't even realize till I heard that story on there that my elbow doesn't hurt me anymore. Like she had forgotten because the pain was gone, right? So it's keeping them in the loop of understanding what it is they're looking for and how to stay compliant and getting educated. So you're going to hear the doctors really, really shift. You come on, we're not going to take questions. So don't raise your hand for a question. You only are raising to share a story. I will ask questions. We know what the questions are that everybody's thinking and asking that are compliant. So I'll ask questions of the doctors. And sometimes you'll hear somebody shares a story and I'll say, oh, Dr. Tom, can you tell us why that happened? Oh, Dr. Kathy, Ann Moreau, can you share and explain a little about this or that? That's how the format goes. So we have been hitting our ceiling of 1,000 participants. If it goes bigger, it has to be a webinar. We are trying to keep it to the people who are really utilizing this for what it is so we can keep it in the format we have now versus a webinar. And so it could be that the people who were coming on and getting irate that we weren't answering their medical questions probably will disappear. And don't ever please go out and tell somebody, come to this call, this doctor will answer your questions. That is not what this call is. So back to you guys.
Wow, that
And you
was
do such
amazing.
an
And
amazing job, hosting all the individuals and all of your doctors, all the doctors that participate. It's a highlight of the week, that's for sure.
Oh, the doctors are loving the no chat picture. They all said today they were texting in a thread I have, and they're like, I love it. I'm taking notes. They're taking notes from each other. They're learning from the stories. That's what it's supposed to be. And when
Mhm.
we had the chat, it was just, they were working like crazy people and getting stressed out. So it also brings us back to what we are. We are a technology that is a wellness technology.
Mhm.
It is not this for that. And part of our job is to train people into a different model of thinking. And the practitioners on that call are experts at that.
Mm. So true, so true. Well, thank you for doing
Thank
that
you
and
guys.
making it open to all of us in the Live Younger community.
You're
and
welcome.
for those of
Okay.
you that don't know, Connie started this off for her team because she couldn't do enough three-way calls. So this was going to be a big three-way call. And the first time I watched it, I went, I think I'm ready to retire. I was like blown away. It's so amazing and so many wonderful, such wisdom, and the stories are inspiring. So thank you, Connie, for doing the little tweak you did that makes it, back to what it was designed for, which is credibility and belief, and getting to hear these amazing stories and highlighting our incredible practitioners that share so much wisdom with everyone. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you guys.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay, we have a few other things to share with you, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again. And Robin, do you want to talk about the roadshow?
Well, yes. The first step of the road show was last Saturday in Vancouver, and tonight it's in Edmonton. And so Garrett and Janine, and I'm not sure who else from corporate is there, but they are traveling all across Canada, having a great time. I heard some wonderful reviews of what happened in Vancouver, and to remember that these events are designed to help you build your business. Going to them is great to keep your belief and inspiration, but if you're there to build your business, you want to make sure you have your guests with you. You know,
Mhm.
never go alone to a meeting, and the most guests actually wins. And the company is always very generous with sharing things. The stories were amazing in Vancouver, I heard. Lots of people got great information. So, thank you for the devotion of the company to really support our neighbors to the north, who we love so much.
Mhm. Okay, so just a few other things we'll touch on briefly and bring this call in for a landing. The conference registration link is available here. This conference will sell out, not today or tomorrow or this week, but I wouldn't be surprised in the next few weeks or certainly in the next month or two, it's going to be sold out. So I advise you to get your registration early. And Robin, do you want to talk about the annual renewal
I
report? We put
do.
on
I
there
do.
every
Um,
week. It
it
needs to be.
is it is our responsibility as an upline, as sponsors, to, as a team member, every week to look in your back office under organization to the member renewal tab at the very bottom. because the company gives people plenty of notice through emails, and we know people, not everybody reads their emails. You know, they give a 30 days, 15 days, 7 days, 1 day, and then there's a grace period of 30 days after that. I can't tell you how often people reach out to me saying, oh, my person got reclassified as a PC because they were on a subscription. If they weren't on a monthly subscription, they're out of the tree. And really, it's, you know, now we can take a look at our personally sponsored, we can look at 3 levels, we can look at our entire organization. Please, and I'm going to be a broken record every single week, for everyone to go to their back office and find out who's up for renewal and pick up the phone, you know, or send a text. I'm actually picking up the phone, and I'm having people that haven't been active for a long time become active, and then you have an opportunity to share about the exciting things that are going on in LifeWave, the fastest growing company in the world, the new technology coming out, so many wonderful things happening. So please, please, please use that report. It is available. That little box over on the right says Enroller Tree, entire Enroller Tree, everyone in your organization on the right. It's a little box. Yeah, there it is. That's where you can pick personally sponsored 3 levels or entire tree. So please, please, please use it and tell your teams to use it, because these I get people reaching out to me all the time saying they got reclassified and what can you do? And I said, I'm sorry, there was plenty of notice. Yeah. Okay. And tomorrow night we have our beloved Anne Moreau, and she's going to be hosted by Michelle Niels on the Power of the Patch that Gregory will be presenting. So that happens. And again, bring your guests. Okay, this is an opportunity to share the great news of what we have with LifeWave. And that is available on a 24/7 replay at popwebinar.com also. Okay, anything else, honey?
I think that pretty much brings us to a close. You know, the rest is just a regular weekly schedule that's there all the time, and you can refer to some of the other information in the newsletter. I do want to invite everyone, when you're enrolling new members, send them a copy of the newsletter, invite them to join the mailing list so they can be updated on a weekly basis. And if you'd like to get a text message reminder, you can just text Live Younger to this phone number, 406-225-6088. And 30 minutes before each of the weekly calls, you'll get a nice little reminder and a click through to make it easy for you.
And we're getting really, 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 really close for the replicating site to be available for everybody.
We are really, really, really close.
Really, really, you want to say something, honey?
We're really, really, really close.
We've been through the alpha test, we're on the beta tests, and we're expanding, and people are loving it. People are using it in their signatures. People are clicking on it and joining your organization. It's really designed to have your business grow easier and faster. And I think it's going to accomplish that one. I think everyone's going to really love it. So
We'll be very
that is,
delighted. Well, we've got a few dozen people on there testing it, putting it through the ropes with good success. And we're going to be ready to open the floodgates here very quick.
yeah, that's
All
wonderful.
right.
Okay, well, I think we got it done. Thank
I
you,
think
thank
we
you,
did it.
everyone, for being with us on this Monday evening in springtime. And we got snow and hail today here, and then it's going to be, you know, it's springtime in the Rockies. What can I say? But
Yep,
we will
that's it.
be posting the date that we're coming to Utah for our monthly visit very soon. We're just waiting for confirmation from corporate, and we will let you know as soon as we have confirmation, because we will be there in April. Okay?
That's right. Okay, well, thanks everyone. Good night.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.